What's up, what's up? Got another manga haul video. Got a little variety, an eclectic bunch of manga to show off today, all of which I'm very excited to do so. And of course, I have the usual Garo issue to showcase as well. This one I've chosen a random one out. Last time it was 1973. This time it's a 1971 issue. So I'll go through that at the end of the video. But the first thing I want to do is show off the most recent manga, which is this one here. So you might recognize this is DEBA by Daisuke Ichiba. His newest publication, self-published. So this was in, I ordered this directly from Ichiba. I'll put the description below. Not too sure if it's sold out yet, but this is signed over here and illustrated by him as well. So the specific characteristic or theme of this little book here is that DEBA is supposed to be like a, I don't know, like a reversal of something, or butter, I don't know, something like that. But the theme is that he has taken some of his old artworks and new artworks and juxtaposed them, put them on top of each other, like layered on in a lot of the books. So some artworks you will recognize and some you won't, but that is the theme of this book. Layered on artworks by Ichiba. This one is the axe cover that he's had. So I haven't had the full chance to read through all of it yet, but it's a pretty cool idea for his book. Makes everything even more chaotic, which I love. Ichiba chaos is definitely my thing. Has a little bit of some of his manga as well, overlapped. Oh, I love this one. Oh wait, I'm fucking dumb. It's right here. It's this. I was thinking, why does this look so familiar? I feel like I have a color version of this somewhere. I was trying to think of the book, but it's the stupid. It's a tablecloth. It's not a tablecloth. It's supposed to be a scarf by Akatako. Official collaboration. I'll put the link in the description. But this is what it looks like in its entirety. I had to fold it in half for this. But yeah, there you go. My bad. But really cool book. I just love with Ichiba, because he's my favorite artist pretty much of all time. I love how many works we're getting from him, how much art he's putting out. So many things you can collect from him that, like, you know, he's been doing this since what, like the 90s, and consistently been putting out new books, which is absolutely crazy. He's still doing it now. So I'm just happy that my favorite artist is, you know, still going strong to this day and growing actually. I love introducing his works to other people, but yeah. Okay, so we've got a more modern manga. This one is by Youichi Abe, titled Daidai wa Hantoumei ni Nidone Suru, I think. Not sure what it translates to. It translates to something to do with orange. But Youichi Abe is a very weird mangaka. Weird, but in the best way possible. I mean, he's done a whole manga about, like, sentient penises. Like, penises that detach from their bearers. And it's a short story collection, which I actually have. Thing is, I don't think I'll ever be able to show it. Because, you know, it's, like, pretty... It's not, like, erotic. It's surprisingly wholesome. It just deals with... it uses the motif of dicks a lot for some reason. But yeah, his works, I really love his art style, his character design. His works are very weird, but again, in the best way possible. Super dreamlike, surreal, random fish, octopus, octopi going everywhere, shootings for no reason. I actually have read this quite a while ago, like years and years ago, but I figured, you know, I need to read it again, so I bought it. Because over time, I've been getting more and more of an appreciation for Youichi Abe, and some of his works are serialized in English. I'll put the specific ones in the description, but I highly do recommend picking Youichi Abe up. This one isn't in English, but there are some others that are as great as this as well. So yeah, keep a lookout for Youichi Abe. I believe is another one of his works in the process of being licensed in English as well. So yeah. Okay, this one is a really cool manga. So it's an anthology, tankobon. And here is how big it is. It's pretty thick. There's a ton of authors and mangaka here. But the best thing about it, so this is an anthology focusing on mushrooms. So mushrooms are the motif. So all of the stories that I've chosen have mushrooms in them, are based around mushrooms, anything like that. So if you take a look at the list, I haven't researched this much, so I can't say everyone that's in here, but you've got people like Tsuge Yoshiharu, you've got, I think that's Akiyama Ayuko, I forgot their name, something Mimio, who was serialized in Axe. It's a really good mix of new, like more contemporary manga and older mangaka, but the main, you've also got Hanawa Kazuichi as well. Shirato Sanpei is here too, but the main, I think, highlight of this book is, I believe, I keep mixing them up. It's not Norikazu Kawashima, that's different. He did her Frankenstein. This is the UFO manga by Marina Shirakawa, I believe. I gotta check this, but I'm like 90% sure this is the UFO manga that is being licensed by, in English, I forgot which publisher it was, Living the Lion Art, their Sludge, is it Sludge? Sludge imprint, the horror imprint, with an essay by Ryan Holmberg. So that entire manga is in here. Yeah, there we go. This is the cover that was released for Marina's English tankobon. But this is such an insane book. So I'm not gonna flick through all of like the UFO thing, because I want you guys to actually go out and buy it, because it's going to be amazing. Marina Shirakawa, if you've tried to look at his stuff online, is extremely rare. If you find it, it'll be also extremely expensive. So I'll give you an idea of what is in this tankobon. So we've got like a more modern, I feel like I know this mangaka. More modern art style from a more recent mangaka in the first story. Then you switch over to, I believe, Akiyama Ayuko, who serialized in later Garo. If this is Akiyama Ayuko, this is later Garo and also early Axe as well. So again, all these stories in here have mushrooms in them. The stories based on mushrooms. Got this sort of stuff as well. What's really cool is that all the different paper types and the colors of paper in here is really nice. It's a great blend of modern and older works, all focusing on mushrooms. So this is probably the coolest anthology that I have. Right, kinoko, which is the Japanese word for mushroom, I believe. This is by the mangaka of Dorohedoro. She is in here as well. I think this actually is Dorohedoro. Yeah, I recognize this guy. Never read it before, but that's in there too. Who do you have next? Someone Hideo. I recognize them, not sure too. Hanawa Kazuichi. Amazing to see that his works are in here, as vivid as usual. When I do read all of this, I will definitely make a manga spotlight, going through every single story, because this looks amazing. This is Mio Makoto. Kinoko. Who is this? Is that Moto Hagio? Is it? I'm not too sure. Yeah, there's so many manga that I've never heard of, never seen of in this. That's why I appreciate it so much, which is going to introduce me to so many new manga. This is Shirato Sanpei. Kamuiden mangaka, of course. Although I don't think this story is Kamuiden. No, it's not Kamuiden. Different. Fuyumushi something. Then the rest of it is the UFO story by Marina Shirakawa. And the last one is by Masumura Hiroshi. Who did he serialize in Garo? I believe so. I know him. Don't have any of his works though. None of his books. But yeah, this I'm wondering where was Tsuki Yoshiharu? I didn't see it. Maybe it was at the start somewhere else. Oh yeah, there we go. It's the mushroom hunting manga. This has been published in English. Yeah, I was wondering where Yoshiharu was. Also in this anthology as well. So such a cool book, and of course, like, love anything shiny. That gold design. It's also textured as well. So you can see it's elevated. Show the spine too. But an amazing book that I gotta make a sole video on this. It might take like an hour, like the Japanese avant-garde video that I did. That was the longest video I have. It's like an hour 17 or something. But I really want to make a video on that. Okay, moving on. We've got here a tankobon is titled The Negative Stories by Itagaki Nobuo, published by Serindo, the publisher of Garo. Really cool cover. And Itagaki was serializing in Garo. So all of these stories were from Garo from 1985 to 86. So he was in the latter half of Garo. So these are the contents. I believe I have read one story from Itagaki somewhere in one of the Garo issues, but I really like his layouts. The way he panels his manga is really interesting. And some of the pages, some of like the character designs remind me of like Hisauchi Michio a little bit. I'll show you who Hisauchi Michio is. I've got a tankobon. I've also shown some of his books on the channel before, but yeah, a lot of the character designs do remind me of Michio, who was also a contributor to Garo. He did more erotic manga, erotic content, but this looks really cool. Very out there stuff. Nothing erotic. It's more strange, weird, fantastical, which I'm very excited to get into as well. He doesn't have that many tankobons out though, maybe only 2. So he hasn't released too much over the course of his career. You might be able to find more stuff in the actual Garo issues, but yeah, so this was published in 1986. I will showcase a work by Hisauchi Michio. Let's see, do I have one here? I should have one somewhere. Give me 1 second, because I do want to show off that, yes, I do have one here. Which I was, as you can see, there's bookmarks in it. I was going to do a video on this, but then I realized it's really hard to censor everything. So I might like try to show it off, but it won't be too long of a spotlight. So I might just include it in another video because I do want to explain some, but this is what I meant by the character designs. Like, I am reminded, like this for example, this looks like some of the stuff we saw in the negative stories, just the character designs. But it's also like switches between, you know, detailed and simple as well. I want to find another example too that's got like this. I don't know, I just get reminded of Michio when I see Itagaki. But yeah, this one is I'll figure something out. It's really hard to show anything from Hisauchi. I do have quite a number of tankobons from him, but this is the name of it, Masuchigen for Million People. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be like a medicine in the book, but yeah, we'll see how it goes for that. But yeah, that was the negative stories by Itagaki Nobuo. And last but not least, we'll go through the usual Garo issue, just because I love Garo. So we've got a September 1970 issue with cover art by Shirato Sanpei. And of course, what that means is you're going to get a big, so this is the 64th chapter, you're going to get a big section on Kamuiden. So let's see who's in here. Shirato Sanpei, of course, got Kusunoki Shohei. Tsuge Tadao is in here. Hayashi Seiichi, the red colored elegy, is in here. Sasaki Maki, Susumu Katsumata. Anyone else? Don't recognize anyone else. So let's just do a flip through. Got a little bit of some color pages for Kamuiden. The action, I don't know if you heard, that was my stomach, sorry. The action is always crazy in Kamuiden. And I just remembered as well, we're getting an English release of Kamuiden, which I don't know when that will be, but that is going to be insane. I will 100% be picking that up. Yeah, very big section, always very big sections on Kamuiden in these issues, because you know Garo was primarily made for Kamuiden anyways to serialize in, so it makes sense. He was very influential. Now let's see who we have next. Kusunoki Shohei. Now that I think about it, I haven't done a Garo flip through in a long time. I really love doing those because, you know, just seeing them out of the variety of stories. I haven't done it in a while, so I should probably pick out an issue to do sometime in the future. Did I just see? No. Yeah, so that was Kusunoki Shohei. Got a couple of essays or fictional stories. Here we've got a chapter, the 9th chapter of the red colored elegy, which is available in English. Translation and essay by Ryan Holmberg. Amazing essay. So informative. It was one of my first, I think it was the first essay and translated work I've read from Holmberg. Back when I was getting into alt manga, Garo, Gekiga, that sort of thing. This is fucking sick. This is Sasaki Maki, one of my favorite nonsense mangaka. Because, you know, he wasn't the only nonsense mangaka back then, but he was quite a notable one. This story, though, I've never seen before, which is really cool. Oh, very interesting page. Who we've got next? Susumu Katsumata, the mangaka who has published Red Snow and Fukushima Devilfish in English. Although Devilfish is out of print, Red Snow, I believe, is still in print. Who's this by? I don't recognize this mangaka, actually. It's a new one for me. And who else have we got? Amazing art, though. Cool bear. And, oh, there we go. We've got Tsuge Tadao here. What is this story here? Have I seen this story before? Don't think so. This doesn't look like anything serialized or anything that is published in English. I thought it might have been like the Ryokichi series, but no, it looks completely new. To me, at least. It's interesting. And yeah, I could be mistaken though. I just might have forgotten. But we've got a little, what is this? Oh, it's just advertising. Advertising for Tsuge Yoshiharu no Sekai, the world of Tsuge Yoshiharu. And this at the back is more advertising for a Kusunoki. No, that's not Kusunoki Shohei. I actually don't know who that is. My bad. But yeah, more advertising at the back. So that was the manga haul for today. A good variety, and all of them I'm very excited to get into and read. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. See you guys next video. Bye.